So, good day everyone. My name is Richard Doble and I will answer my assigned questions and problem. So, my first question, number 29, using a sketch showing a two-pole motor with a single coil placed with its sides under the pole centers. Describe how torque is developed by the coil. So, walang sketch. Simple. So, a simple DC motor has a coil of wire that can rotate in a magnetic field. The current in the coil is supplied via two brushes that make moving contact with a split ring. So the coil lies in a steady magnetic field. The forces exerted on the current carrying wires create a torque in the coil. So the force of F on a wire of length L carrying a current I in a magnetic field B is ILB times the sine of the angle between B and I, which would be 90 degrees. If the field were uniformly vertical, the direction of F comes from the right hand rule as shown here. So the two forces shown here, are equal and opposite. So but they are displaced vertically, so they exert a torque. So the coil can also be considered as a magnetic dipole or a little electromagnet as indicated by the arrow of is in. Call the finger of your right hand in the direction of the current and your thumb is the north pole in the sketch at right. The electromagnetic formed by the coil of the rotor is represented as a permanent magnet and the same torque. So the torque generated over a cycle varies with the vertical separation of two forces. If there depends on the sign of the angle the within the axis of the coil and field. However, because of the split ring, it is always in the same sense. So, alright. So number 30. So why is no torque developed by those conductors occupying position in the polar species of a motor? So the forces on the other two sides of the coil act along the same line and so exert no torque. So when the plane of the rotating coil reaches horizontal, the brushes will break contact. Not mass is lost because this is the point of zero torque. Anyway, the forces act inwards. So problem. So sa problem kay a 4-pole machine generates 250 volts when operate at 1,500 RPM if the flux per pole is 1.85 times 10 raised of 6 Maxwell. So the number of armature slots is 45 and the armature winding has two parallel paths. So calculate A, the total number of armature conductors and B, the number of conductors in each slot. So kung atong kanang i-calculate ang the total numbers of armature conductors. So nang So atong gamiton nga kang formula kay AG equals EORC over kang 60 A. So kuan lang. So A. So atong kuan kay atong elite ang N equals number of conductors and C equals resistance. So sa una kay Z. Okay. Parang siya ito ng gilit. Ang Z equals that. So, Z equals 250. 250 times 60 times 2 over 4 times ang katungkaan kay atong usa kay atong kano to kay atong Maxwell's kay 1.85 times 10 man raised of 6. So 1 point times 1.85 times 10 raised of 6 times RPM niya kay kano to 1,500 man to RPM plus 1,500 RPM times kano siya times 10 to the negative of 8 na siya. So, wait, ano i-calculate? 50 times 20. So, 70.27. So, the answer is 2.70.27. So, sa sunod kay B na ta, sa B. So, ang distance sa B kay Kwan, ito. Ang B kay Kwan, calculate sa the number of conductors in each cell. So, nakuha naman to ang the total number of armature conductors. Kung pila to 70.27 man to. So, ato siya ikuan sa the number of armature slots is 45. Matong gamiton. So, para makuha ang the number of conductors in each slots. So, para sa this. So, B na tabi. So, atong ikuan to nito ang gilit ang n kay equals the number of conductors man. So, n equals ang kuan katong atong kuan atong the total number of amateur conductors kay to 70.27 man to. So, atong kuan gamiton to 70. 27 over 45. So, 270 over 27. 270.27 over 45 equals 6. So the number of conductors equals 6. So 6 conductors here. So Siya, answer tanan. Ora guro guys. So, the number of conductor is just equals 6 conductors. So, that's all guys. Thank you.